Hello, RB fans. RB Bass Tournament Angler here, Mike Rogers. I've got a short product review for you that works for me. As you know, all rods come with a hook keeper. Some are good, some are bad. I've had my share of both. But as you know, I throw a Dobbins rod, and my finesse rod, the 702 here, has the hook keeper in the back, which I like. Most rods come with them up front and forward of the reel. This is my one of my Dobbins, and you can see the hook system here, or the hook keeper here is a closed system. Sits on about 11 o'clock on the rod, up in front of the reel, which I really like. But I have a favorite rod of mine that I also use for finesse gear, and the dumb thing has a hook keeper up here on top, forward of the reel. But if you can see it, it's an open system. It opens, you slide it in there and stuff. The problem with that is that when you cast out, and particularly into the wind and stuff, and you start to retrieve, the line comes in a big loop, and a loop actually loops around the rod and hangs up into that keeper because it's open. Now you got to spend time and pick it out and get it all straightened out. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way, I guess. But what I found is a thing called the Fuji hook keeper. Really cheap, inexpensive, easy to use. And you can see it, I have it on behind here. And it's a plastic piece that has an O-ring that you slip on one side, flip it over the top of the rod, and put it on the other side, and it holds it on there. Works pretty good for little uses. If I've had it yet, it seems to work out, but it beats this alternative here, and I'm thinking about just getting a pair of pliers and pulling this one off. We'll see how this works pretty good, because it does move a little bit, move around, and particularly when you tighten up your line before you put it in your rod sock and you wrap your eyes. If you push it a little too tight, it'll pull it up the line a little bit. Then you have to roll it back down. So what I've gone ahead and done, and I'm going to see how this works because I just did it. I put some super glue on the edges of it here to see if it'll hold onto this keeper and keep it from doing that. So that is a product made by Fuji, cheap, inexpensive, and I think it's going to work. But if you have something else that works for you, I'd be more than interested to see it or hear about it. Thanks, and take a kid fishing.